Hi, Scorpios. This is going to be your general for the month of June 2019. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Thank you guys. Just going to start with a quick general overview. I apologise. Coming off the end of a pretty grotty wog. So if I sound a little bit funny or if I start coughing away, you know what. All right, let's see what we've got. This is just a quick little love look for the month ahead for Scorpio. We've got release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So that's a message for those of you out there that are maybe clinging on to something that's not focused, but clinging on to something that's maybe not for or within your best interests, okay? Needing to realize when it's time to hold on and when it's time to let go. Okay, out with the old, in with the new, as they say. Getting rid of energies that no longer serve you, people that no longer serve you, places and situations that you're being guided to move away from, okay? We also had passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And I feel like this is in resonance to this one. Okay, out with the old, in with the new. Let out stagnant, crusty, stale energy to make way for positive energy, exciting energy. All right, feeling a little bit lost in love, feeling a little bit held back, feeling like you're not getting ahead. Maybe this is the sign that you need to let go. Maybe you think that you have, and maybe this is a little bit of confirmation for maybe there being a little bit more work to do. Okay, very good. I'm going to work with the Psychic Tarot. I'm just going to have a quick sip of my coffee. Oh my god, it's so good. Coffee is so good. Alright. What have we got here for Scorpio for June? I don't know. 2019. Scorpios. 2019 June. These are a little bit shorter this month. Just with me. I'm not feeling 100%. Not feeling 100%. There's a need for those of you that are working with your spiritual abilities, your spiritual gifts. There's a message here to have patience with them. I feel that there's a lot of us, there's a lot of us out there that are coming into our own spiritual awareness. There's a lot of growth being done. There's a lot of awakening occurring out there. And when these sort of spiritual gifts, as they say, start to develop and open, it can make you thirsty. Like, hands down, I've been there. Once you realize that, hey, there's more to this than what's going on, once you realize that the universe is playing back with you and you can actually engage with the universe and talk and what have you, it makes you kind of want to rush the process. It's like, okay, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. So there's a message here for those of you that are sort of coming into your spirituality, and for those of you that have been there, to sort of take patience with your journey. If there is new ideas, and I mean, a big part of it is trusting your intuition, and my intuition will it goes off quite quickly, but that's because my guides know that that's how I work. Like, I work with lots of information at one time. But then I really have to sort of take a look at what information's been provided to me and work out a bit more of a strategic plan for how I'm going to implement it. Um, you know, it's working with your gifts and managing the stages across your journey as well. Have patience with the process. Trust and know that if you're starting with um, if you're starting with an area of enhancement for a gift or gifts that you have and you want to start progressing onto something else, just make sure it's the right timing. Plan it out. Try to finish one task before moving on to another. Okay, because you don't want to get yourself overwhelmed. Okay, I feel like somebody's going to be facing a little bit of what is this, corporate conflict. Conflict in the workplace. Somebody is envious of the work that you're doing. You may be stepping up into a role where perhaps they may have seen themselves. There's a need, just be mindful. If this is you, if you're somebody that's getting a promotion in the workplace, just be mindful. If usually how this is coming through, it's like the first person that sort of runs up to you to congratulate you with the big cheesy grin, maybe be a little bit mindful of this person. Okay, I feel like maybe you've got a bit of a heads up on their energy already. But I feel that it's not that they're not happy for you, but they're very envious of the fact that you're moving into the role that you're moving into. I feel that this is something that, or somewhere that they've seen themselves. Part of my big slurp. How gross. Okay. Harmony in the home is what I'm hearing here. I feel like somebody in their relationship, things have got a little bit skewed, but things are back on track now, coming back in on track. This is a very spiritual union. This is a very spiritual connection. I'm talking like twin flame stuff here. I'm talking like past life stuff here. It sort of goes a little bit above and beyond soulmates, if that resonates for you. But I feel that this is a very loving and connected relationship. I feel that you both have respect for each other, and there may be a period coming up where one or both of you need a little bit of a withdrawal. I almost get the impression that this is the sort of relationship that's very open, but not open in the sense that you're open to other partners, but open in the sense that you respect each other's wishes. And traditional society, how society sees um, relationships, it sort of just doesn't apply to you guys. It's like, you can go 6 months and you want nothing but each other. That's all you want. But then after a while, it gets to a point where you're like, okay, I love you, but I need to do some stuff for myself for a little while. And you kind of take a little bit of a step back. This doesn't mean in any way, shape, or form any separation. You're still going to be living together, but it's just this sort of mutual understanding and respect that you have for one another, where if one needs something, the other is willing and very open and receptive to, you're both very open and receptive to each other's needs. And I do feel that that's sort of where this is going. This is a very beautiful and lovely connection, but I do feel that there is going to be a little bit of a step back moment for you guys. And it's only going to be a couple of months, really. Okay, there's something of relevance here. We've got 2 months and we've got 6 months. 2 months for the bit of a step back, but I feel that the step back is more so to focus on each other's projects, I want to say. Individual projects, individual tasks. And I feel that there's going to be a return on that within 6 months. Okay. There's somebody here with a bit of a disconnect in terms of love that has stemmed from ideals or situations or events that occurred in their childhood. So how this is coming through, it's like that whole, and I know that I use this analogy a lot, but it's just how they put it to me. That love of like Disney movies, and you know how you watch Disney movies if you did as a kid, or movies about love, and it tends to sometimes, or it can do, give you a little bit of a false reality. I feel that there's a bit of that going on, and I think that this is somebody who is in a relationship, and I feel that this is somebody that's a little bit older in age, who's in a relationship, and this is like a first like real relationship, and you're starting to realize that how I've spent my life looking at love is very different to the reality of love. There's a message here for you to not lose faith and not lose hope just because the reality of love isn't in your mind meeting those same ideals that you've sort of carried throughout life. It doesn't mean that love is any less valuable. Maybe there's just a need to look at how you perceive love with a different perspective, okay? There's a chance here for somebody to be making some sort of relocation, some sort of move. I feel like this is a move in a step in the right direction. This is uprooting. This is you and your kids, possibly your partner. Just going, this is like out of state. So it's like a new state, or could be bigger than that. But like it's just a big move. It's a big call. I feel that you needed confirmation with this, and I think that this is your confirmation. I feel like the reason that you're making this move is to better your family. So, like, go with that mindset and go with the idea that this is going to be beneficial for us. And I feel like the outcome will be good for you. I feel like there's somebody that's got a, excuse me. There's a bit of an internal struggle going on here. A bit of a mental backwards and forwards. Do I, don't I, do I, don't I, do I, don't I, do I, don't I? And I feel that you're becoming a little bit more partial to that. I'm not even going to bother with this. I'm not going to worry about it. I don't think that that's the right way to go. From how this is coming forward, if there's do something about it or do nothing about it, definitely do something about it. Hang on, guys. Sorry, my phone's been blown up. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so if it's, you know, do I act on this or do I not act on it? Or how this is coming in, I definitely feel like you should act on it. And I know that that's a very sort of very general thing to say, but I feel like this person will know who I'm talking to. Like if I'm talking to you, you're going to know, because this is like the decision to be made is black or white, and one decision involves doing something, the other involves just letting it go and not worrying about it. Do something. There's a need for those of you doing spiritual work to be mindful to not get caught up in the excitement, and remember to ground, remember to protect yourself, remember to set boundaries. With any spiritual work, you call the shots. There's also somebody here that may have something sort of hanging around the house. I feel that there's a picture frame or a mirror, something that's hanging up on the wall, and it's constantly falling down. It's like you could drill the whole thing to the wall and it will still fall down. This may be coming across as playful energy, and I think that you guys are kind of like, oh, it's just so and so, oh, that's Barry the ghost, you know. There's still a need to be smart, cleanse, and sage, and and set boundaries for yourself. What is and isn't okay. I'm not saying that what's in there is out. Like it's not going to hurt you. It's not. Excuse me. It's not anything negative, but It lights the idea that you're thinking that this is the result of a family member who's passed, and this energy is connected to the home. It's not connected to yourself or your family, okay? And it lights the fact that you think that it is. So it's not so much harmful or hurtful. It is, in a way, playful, but there's just always a need to be mindful of what it is that's around, okay? I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope you have a great month. Thank you for watching, and I hope that there's messages in here that resonate for you. Thank you.